Okay, so welcome to part 2 of my notepad making video. So that used up some of those, didn't it? Then I've got some of these that I've just done. That one's only single-sided. I thought I had some that were double-sided. Yeah, some of them are double-sided. I thought they'd make nice pages, wouldn't they? Or even a cover. And then I've got some more of this Amazon packing paper. I thought we could cut that up down to size. I will make another one out of this, but I won't put them both in the same journal. I've got more of this double-sided paper. Lovely that paper is. This, I think I'm going to make a notebook out of that. That's so pretty, isn't it? This is one that I used a sponge to stamp through, and then I sprayed some very light mist of gold onto it, gold spray. And then I've got lots of little bits of paper left over from, here we are, look, from printing things. I could use, yeah, that, if I cut that just a tiny bit smaller than that, width-ways that will fit, and then it needs to be cut a bit long ways. I wonder if I fold that in half, if that will be, yeah, that'll be not too far off, will it? So I need to cut that. There we are, so that's leftover printing paper. What if we had a little bit of embroidery thread? So a little bit of embroidery thread, and we can find the centre. Because that back one of them isn't as long as the rest, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think we can still do it. So same principle as the elastic band, but it won't, there's no fear of this snapping, is there? So I've just tied it with a little bit of string at the top there. And it needs something else on there, doesn't it? We can't just leave it like that. Pink and Pretty journal. That's nearly the perfect width, isn't it? Not quite, but nearly. That actually matches the butterfly, doesn't it? But I'm not too bothered about that. I don't really want it to match the butterfly. There we are. If it hadn't took me 20 minutes to decide what I was going to put on the front of there, that would have been a 2-minute job, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's another pretty little journal notebook. Then I've got I've got all these different bits of paper all cut up. I've got these pieces of card. Thought that could just go over like that, and you could put, you know, staple some notes to the back there. I don't know why I thought of it, because it's carved, that's why, and I thought we could decorate the front of it. I've got this, which is a piece of card that came with something I bought on Vinted. It came with it. You know what I'm like, I don't throw anything away, so thought we could maybe put something in there and use them as, actually it's got something sticky on it there, we need to get that off, don't we? We'll cover it up with some washi tape. There we are. And which is the front and which is the back? I think we'll have that as the front because I like it's got a little frame on it. Or, no, we'll have that as the front. Then we've got that there, and then we need something to go inside it. So I've got these. I've got, this is, I found a notepad with all different papers in it. I've had it for years, and this was some of the paper that was inside there. And it's really, it feels really nice quality paper. And I was thinking that would make a nice little notepad. We cut it off about there, and be quite posh, wouldn't it, that? So I need to stick that to there, and then that'll be cute, won't it? Unless I staple it just there, and then we could put something. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try that. I'm not sure the staple will go through, but yeah, it has. It's gone through, and that's fine for. So I need to put something across here. I've got some, this is sticky tape as well. It's from Sheen. Shine. You know what I mean, don't you? I call it Sheen, I don't know that's right. That could go across there. So pretty. And that'll just cover up that staple. Perfect. That's so pretty, isn't it? Really nice. And then we need something here, don't we? So I'm going to go with these two. And then I'm going to leave that for them to write their own thing on, and I'm going to put a little bit of something just here. Something like, so we can either glue it on like that, or I've got one of these little, I've actually got quite a lot of these. I bought some silver, some gold and some antique ones. They're called bulb pins. And what I thought we could do is, what do you think? If they don't like it, they can just take it off then, can't they? Oh, that's so cute. Yes, I do like that. I'm going to keep that on. So cute. That's another one done. So I seem to have plenty of paper to go inside my notebooks. This is Amazon packaging paper again. It could be used as a page in a journal or as notebook paper, couldn't it? I've got this, which is grease-proof paper, but it does look like vellum, doesn't it? If I could do like a little mini one out of that, maybe. I've got little bits of paper still from the printer. I've got these little bits that I cut from the bottom of that other. We could make a cover for that, couldn't we? Like I say, these are not all going in the same journal. I've got this pink. Thought that would be nice just to have maybe one page in pink that you could write on it in silver, maybe something like that. I've got more of this chip paper, I call it. There's quite a lot of that there, isn't there? That is, like I say, it's just Amazon packaging paper. I've got this. Quite a bit of that. That's quite a nice sized, that would be quite a nice sized pad, wouldn't it? And there's quite a few. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe if we just had 6 and find a cover for it. So I have some of the brown that I cut up as well. I definitely think we can use that and this and that. And then I've got this coffee dyed paper, which in this piece is okay. But these bits here, this is sort of what I was laying the others onto coffee dye. So I've made a bit of a hash of that. These two would probably be okay. They're not too bad. You could just use, but I could just use those as pages in a journal, couldn't I? So what I need now is something to make a cover for this. I've got more here, coffee dyed. These have come out a lot better. This is actually card. So that's just paper, that bit is, and that is. But that, you know, they could be used in a notebook, couldn't they? That is what I've been using to glue things on. That's card that I coffee dyed, and then I sprayed some of that pink. It's like a spray ink, but it's glittery. So yeah, let's use this card to make some covers. We'll start with this one. and we'll make a cover for that. So we could do it that way. And have it so that it opens like that. Although I don't really want that bit on it. I don't think it's long enough to do it the other way. I don't think the paper's... No. We'll do it that way, but I'm not having... I don't really want that bit on it. So we'll do it from this end. Actually, I wonder if we could... No. Yeah, that's what my plan was, wasn't it? If we can put something on there to hide that, but I don't want that. I'm not sure what that is up there, but I don't want it on my cover. So let's cut that. And we need to cut it across there too. So that's the cover. There's the notes going inside. I want those really stapled into there, don't I? Like that. And then we can cover the... Right, let me see if I can staple... I think what I'm going to do is fold that over like that and just staple those in that way. Just try not to actually fold it, just... No, it's not going to work, it's too... It's too deep to fold this. Oh, will that work? Yeah. There we go. So that's that. So we need to decorate the front of this. Right, how are we going to do that? I do have some of these, and these are... Oh wow, look at that. That's nearly the perfect size, isn't it? Go across widthways anyway. These are printed linens. I bought them on Etsy. I bought a pack of printable vintage linens. That's what it is. I could just do with that being big enough to cover the top as well, although we could always put something else across the top, but that is so pretty, isn't it? Let's see what else we've got. We also have this, which is another one of the printed linens, but it's not, it's perfect widthways, I think, but it's about this much too short. What a shame, because that's pretty, isn't it? That would be lovely on the front of a thing, wouldn't it? Or that one. Look at that one. And what about that one? Will that fit? It's good widthways. Not quite long enough. Maybe what I could do is print one of these out bigger. But which one are we going to choose? I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to scan it, I'm going to cut it up and put it in my printer and print it out bigger. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've managed to enlarge it, which is great, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it like that, or else I could have it, but I want to really cover this up, so I thought we'd have that like that. Trim that to fit. Yeah, I'll bring that down so that it just fits on there like that, and then trim that and glue it on. Yeah, that's going to be lovely, isn't it? Yes, I like that. Right, so let's get that glued on then. There we are. I think I'm simply going to glue that onto the top there. And I think we'll call that it, at least for now, because it needs to dry, doesn't it? I may decide when I come to use it to add something else just here. But for now I'm just going to glue that notes on the top corner there. There we go. Yeah, that is really pretty, isn't it? And it's got that pretty yellow paper inside as well that can be journaled on both sides. So I think one more for today. So we'll probably use some of the fish and chip. Mind you, it doesn't matter, they're not all going in the same journal, are we? Let's make another fish and chip one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one looks a bit shorter. 5, 6. We'll do 6 pages of the chip paper one. And I've been doing some stamping while I was waiting for that thing to print. We could use that. I'm wondering if we just cut out a front, we don't need a back really, do we? I'm thinking if we just cut out a front and staple it at the top. I think we'll use this bit here because it's inked really well. Right, there is a little bit of room to turn it over at the top. So we'll do that and we'll staple a couple of staples into there. Make sure it's got hold of them all. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll decorate the front of that. Right, it has to be a big one. Right, so I think I'm going to go with that one. Try them all. I like the colours of that one. That is such a good size on there. And I need something to go across the bottom, I think. So I have some of that. Oh, that's pretty. And that would go in the mushroom journal, wouldn't it? If I glued that onto there and then put that on. Oh yeah, that is pretty. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I've got another notes word. I've got journal, but not. Maybe I can find a different word. Yes. By golly, I think we've cracked it. I just need to find something to go behind that word because I'm obsessed with putting things behind the words. Yes. So we want that there. One that I found the easiest to decide on is my favourite of the day. So let's see, we've got this one. I love that, I absolutely love it. It's just perfect. To me it is anyway. We've got this one. I like that too, but I may end up putting something else on here. It just needs to dry. This little one with its little charm on. I like that, I love that little charm. This one, I really like that one because I like the flower in the vase. This one, I love that one too, just because of how simple it is. This one I absolutely love because again, it was so simple to make and the papers in it are so pretty. It's got all those pretty papers that you can write on the back of. Then we've got this one. That again is a really pretty one, isn't it? It's so simple, but it really does look pretty. And it has the pretty papers inside it too. Then this one, which we made that little cluster for, again, the pretty papers inside it, and then the big one to go in the back of the mushroom journal. Yeah, love it. So we've done a good job. How many have we made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We didn't quite make 10. So I'm thinking that these two can go in the mushroom journal. That one's definitely going in there. That one is, and I think that one too. So we've got 4 for the mushroom journal. That's brilliant. Oh no, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 little notebooks, and then the 5th one is the journal. Oh, so pleased with that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.